We are joined here in the studio by Emily and Jarek from Out of the Closet. Thank y'all for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
Okay, what is Out of the Closet?
So Out of the Closet is a grassroots nonprofit movement here in Shreveport. We provide free clothing donated by the community to the LGBTQIA+ and marginalized communities in general. We basically just want to make sure that clothing is, you can wear whatever you want, you can have whatever you want, and financial burdens will never be a factor in it.
Okay, and I want to emphasize the fact that it's not just for people in need, because that's a very broad concept.
Yes, so something that was really important when we started it was to try and redefine what the word need meant. It doesn't just mean did your house catch on fire, you're moving out of a household that was pretty conservative and you couldn't wear what you wanted. It also means I have an event to go to tomorrow and I'm just really not feeling myself and I don't have the money and I could either eat tonight or go to the event, and we'd really prefer you to be able to do both. So, you know, this community has a lot of clothing to donate. There's something for everyone.
And you guys have quite a bit to choose from, as you just mentioned. Jarek, tell me a little bit about the range of fashion you all have.
The range of fashion are men and women's fashions. You can go in and select anything you like. If you're a male transitioning into female or a female transitioning into male, there is a range of colors of clothing for you to choose to fit your needs and to satisfy your fashion.
I love that. Okay, so you guys work pretty closely with some other organizations in the area.
Yeah, so one of the ways that we get clothing to people is we have our permanent closets at places like Agora Borealis and a couple of different college campuses. But a bigger way that we're trying to reach the community is at queer-friendly events. So we work a lot with Shreve Pride and PACE for like Q Prom. We help provide formal clothing. PACE will have a big, or for Pride in the Park, we just had a big pop-up booth. And so we'd work with pretty much any event that we know would be inclusive. So that's a main way that we try and get the word out.
So how did this get started?
Well, me and my co-founder, Sam, who has just recently moved, we were visiting some friends of ours, and one of them was lamenting about recently transitioning and still purchasing things that were like a little bit too masculine or just didn't quite fit right. And at the time, I was selling everything on Poshmark, which is a hassle in and of itself. And so I had a giant bag of clothing, and we basically just brought it in, had like a little fashion show, and she was able to leave with pretty much a full wardrobe worth of things.
I love it.
And it just made us feel really great because now I will see her and she's wearing like pieces that I wasn't gonna rewear, but I do want to recycle and find a new home. And so it was kind of a two-pronged little idea, like, hey, we could remove some of the burden of fast fashion because we understand that there's no ethical consumption under capitalism. So it kind of helps, you know, harm reduction in that kind of area is just making sure that clothing finds a new home instead of just rebuying things over and over again.
And how important to confidence for those who may not be as confident? How important is clothing to that?
I'll let you also answer. Mine is I grew up feeling completely uncomfortable in my body, and I really just didn't know what to wear. I wasn't allowed to wear a whole lot of things. And I remember just like kind of getting to an age where I finally just did feel comfortable in what my sense of style was. And there's not like a day that goes by if I walk out and I'm not really feeling myself, I feel it internally. And that might sound, it might sound vapid, but it's just really not. Your outside should kind of express who you are on the inside. But I'm sure you have a different, somewhat experience.
I am the total opposite of Emily. I am super confident. And so for me, I just love to be able to express me. I love to go out the door and just be comfortable in my skin and whatever I'm wearing. And we all should be able to do that. And that's what we do with Out of the Closet. We want to make it possible for people of the LGBTQIA+ community to be able to put on what they want to wear, walk out their door and be super freaking confident and live your best life each day.
Okay, if people want more information about Out of the Closet, how do they find it?
We have a Facebook page, Out of the Closet. You'll see the little hanger logo. We also have an Instagram, and that way you can contact us about volunteering, which we're super in need of volunteers right now. It's a whole lot of work, but I think what we do is super rewarding. But yeah, you can message us about donations. You can sponsor a month for our storage unit. That's where we let people come to shop privately if they want a more private experience. It's in the AC. It's set up kind of like a little store. They can take everything they want, but all of these funds do come completely out of pocket for us. So we would love people to reach out about volunteering, donations if they have clothing to give us, or just where they can find these resources or utilize them themselves.
Yeah. Okay. Now I have a few quick questions to ask you guys. Okay. What is your favorite hidden gem in Shreveport? Well, in the ArkLaTex.
Hidden gem. Do you have one right off the top of your head?
I'm gonna let you answer
Oh my
first
gosh.
while I think of it.
Okay, event-wise, I'm really obsessed with the huge events that really celebrate a lot of the diversity. I mean, we have Q Prom is super fun. I mean, honestly, all the events. I just was able to participate in Field Gay for the first time. Then I love everything that the Crew of Highland does as well. But then little hidden gems, I call it church on Sundays because I go to Key Mexico every Sunday. Shameless Key Mexico plug.
No, I do love the quesadilla
Oh my gosh,
situation.
so
Yes,
good.
and you, Jarek.
The Creative Ball, which is coming up this
Yes,
Saturday.
yes.
This will be my first Creative Ball, so I am looking forward to that. Hidden gems, Agora Borealis.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Agora Borealis, where we do our pop-up clothing vending with them.
Okay.
So I'm a fan of Agora Borealis because they cater to local artists of all backgrounds, and the diversity is epic. So shout outs to Katie and everybody over at Agora Borealis.
That is where one of our permanent closets is. Katie has been super, super helpful. She was one of the, actually I think she was the very first permanent closet we had set up, and she lets us have events there. We're very grateful for people like that in the local community.
Okay, favorite restaurant?
Dang,
Only
I just said
one.
mine. Now you have to answer because I just said mine.
Ooh. Oh my God. Brain just went blank. If I had to choose.
I'll say fat calf too. I will say
Fat calf,
that.
okay.
I'm a fat calf kind of for a date. So I'm gonna stick me there.
Oh my God. I don't know. Because I like to eat at home, but when I do get out, I'm not picky. I'm a foodie.
Emily, favorite bite?
Favorite bike?
Bite.
Oh, bite. I would say, okay, there's a moment when you crack the egg yolk on top of the hash browns and the bacon and the salmon or whatever you have on it. I like to take a bite of everything all at once. It's probably why I eat so slowly. Everyone makes fun of me, but I like a bite that has every little bit on it.
Okay. What about you? Favorite bite and from where?
Another Broken Egg.
Okay.
Another Broken Egg. They have some of everything that I like. So I'm not picky. I would say have those jazzy grits. Have those jazzy grits when you go.
Okay.
I just gave him this congeniality response. Favorite bite. I was like, oh, literal bite.
See, I'm not a breakfast person, so I love their chicken tenders tossed in some Cholula with their ranch, because their ranch is chef's kiss. Okay. Well, thank you guys for joining us.
Thank you.
And thank you guys for watching.